and we're going to just move at a clip. I have two guests in studio today. The first is Ryan Corry. He's from St. Vincent de Paul. And we also have in studio Brian Bogert from Bogert's Bullets. Go to www.brianbogert.com, and you're going to find all kinds of great media, social media, blogs, etc. And both of these guys are just powerhouse rock stars as far as I'm concerned, because of what they do, not only because of what they do, but the difference they make in the world today, especially here in Phoenix, Arizona. You guys are on the cutting edge, man. You really are. So let me just toss it over to you, Ryan. Tell us a little bit about your story, and tell us about St. Vincent de Paul and the ministry that you guys are.
Yeah, so St. Vincent de Paul in Phoenix here, our mission is to feed, clothe, house, and heal the homeless and working poor. So what that means is we have a budget of $34 million every year that all we do is make sure that the underserved have a place to come. That when they walk in our door, it could be one of our 5 dining rooms throughout the valley. It could be one of our 18 thrift stores in central or northern Arizona. It could be our main campus on 7th Avenue in Watkins. We make sure there's a human to ask them 2 questions. How are you, and how can we help? And I think those are 2 of the most important things that we can say to someone, because it opens us up, right?
Yeah.
It says, whatever you need, we're going to listen, and we're going to do what we can to help you. One of the coolest parts of the night, I talked about our Dream Center. Fox brought in their culinary chefs, or their pastry chefs, right?
Oh, right.
And they set up a cupcake decorating station in our Dream Center.
Wow.
And the central idea behind that is, especially for the kids who were into art, right?
Yeah.
Say, you know what you can do? You can be a pastry chef. I get paid to do stuff like this, right? All this weird stuff you're putting on a cupcake, I get paid for that. And the kids just looked at him like, you're kidding. What a dream job,
That's
right?
amazing.
And so one of the coolest experiences for me, Fox, their COO, their entire leadership team, but their COO especially, a guy named Dan Clay, he's the man. And
Wow.
He was there that night volunteering. Him and his wife were there. And he came up to our executive director, Steve Zabilski, and I, after visiting the cupcake station. And he had tears in his eyes. And he came up and he said, I was just over there with one of our pastry chefs. And she asked a little boy, probably 7 or 8 years old, how do you like to decorate your cupcake? What do you want to put on it? And he looked up at her and he said, I've never decorated a cupcake, right? And I think there's so many experiences, whether you're in food or in service or not, whether you're just an English major like me, you take so many things for granted that the folks who come into our dining rooms have never even thought of, right? Like not never even done, but never even thought of. They don't know it's possible. And you put someone like Fox in there, everything's possible.
Yeah.
Suddenly the world opens up to that kid who just likes to draw, right? And is probably planning on maybe hopefully getting through high school and then who knows what, right?
Yeah.
Suddenly the world is open because there's a job that you can point to and say, I want to be that.
Yeah.
And on October 14th, we're thrilled. Wildflower Bread Company's coming in. We actually just looked at the menu for the first time together. They're doing surf and turf. Like Wildflower Bread Company's doing surf and turf for our folks. And our clients, our guests, they don't even know that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
They're just going to show up for a regular night. And
there it is.
And here it is.
That's awesome.